Hello and welcome, you beautiful functional medicine coaches in SPE, in training, or health professionals, to a video series that I put together for you to take you step by step through the training. After talking with many of you, I realized it's a lot, and it's a lot easier if I present it to you in this form of a mind map, and we talk about each individual point, how to put your training together, how to attract the right client, how to prove your abilities and your competence to them prior to seeing them, how to prime and filter out the right client that actually wants to work with you. And that's what we do in this training. And it covers pretty much everything from seminars to marketing and advertising, how to set up your advertising channels and workshops that you can do as an end result, to your larger audience that already subscribe, how you do your booking system and how you get them signed up. Everything is there, and it makes it so much easier for you to set every single step. You can just tick off next, 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 and then set everything up. So I'll start with this with our next video, but today I would like to address something which I found very, very important. Number one, I want to keep you out of jail, right? I want to keep you safe. And that's why when somebody writes to me in letter, Marcus, I've just ordered the ozone bundle and will start treating patients. How much would you recommend I charge per treatment? I'm not even finished with my coaching. I don't have public liability and insurance. I'm not a medical professional. So, wow, that's not what we're supposed to do. We've spent so much time and money and energy into the setup of legal environment that keeps you safe, that keeps all of us safe, that I think this is irresponsible action. So let's talk about treatment and self-treatment, which is a huge difference. So what is the true purpose of a coach? How can you help your clients in the most effective way? And are people willing to pay if you don't treat them hands-on? We have that massage practitioner mentality. You know, I do an $80 treatment for you. Oh, I feel good, I've done something. Because knowledge is not regarded as something worthy, and that's wrong. So let's look at how we can set this up. Number one, treating patients without a license is illegal. You're not an MD. Using non-FDA and non-TGA approved treatments is even worse. It's illegal, so you can't use them, advertise, market, and then have no insurance that protects you. You risk for a $50 or $80 fee, your whole family, your whole life, your house, your car, your freedom. Not cool. And that's why, let me show you how you can do the same thing without getting in conflict with the law. Coach, PT, personal trainer, somebody who helps someone else to achieve something. It's the client who wants to lift the heavy weights, not you. If you go to a fitness studio, who lifts? The client, and the PT checks that it's done properly, that they do it right in the right way. They might even supply the equipment, but have you signed a contract with a fitness studio? It's your responsibility, you do everything, we have no responsibility whatsoever. If you drop something on your toe, it's your problem. Well, that's exactly the issue that we need to do too. We have actually created our whole club setup based on a fitness studio. So it's the client that buys a share or buys their own equipment, and I show them how to use it. And that's how we stay safe. It's non-FDA and TGA approved equipment. So I can't treat someone with something that is not legal. All right? Got that? Okay. When you look into a fitness studio or into coaching, what are the main focuses, the main attributes that you really need to learn? Encouragement, motivation, praise, you know, like, wow, you're so much stronger this time. It's improved so much. Make the patient feel good. Oh, I'm coming back. I feel so much better about myself. Guide them, help them, be caring and nurturing in that environment, you know, but also challenge them when they slack out. You know, you haven't done it. Why do you expect results? It's not my responsibility to get you well. You need to want to get well. So getting them back on track and motivating them, sometimes with opposition, not feeding into their self-pity. There are so many things that you can do to get someone activated and motivated. And the heavy lifting is done by the client because they want to build up health. Health is not an event. From here to here is health, here's sickness. It's not like moving them over with 1 or 2 treatments. It's a gradual process. It's a slow motion process, and they need to do the walking. They need to do the change. So that's one of the things that I just wanted to clarify right from front. So how is it best done? It really is, the principle is always done with knowledge. When we started out, Deborah, Sabrina and me researching ozone. Well, we did the ozone in the documentary. Every single doctor used ozone and it was like, yeah, it's part of the treatment. But it wasn't important enough for us to really understand it. Then one doctor came, Dr. Rao, he told me and said, Marcus, ozone should be one of your prime treatments. It improves every other treatment 50-fold. So why don't you do that more? I was like, oh, really? I bought myself a device and did it 3 times, 4 times. The whole family tried it once and that was it. No immediate results, so we stopped doing it. And then again, it took a little while later, all of a sudden I met Dr. Lamberto Rey and he said, Marcus, you have so little information on ozone and it is so important. And I said, okay. And then we started, Deborah started with research for cancer and ozone. And all the research studies and how it improves chemotherapy, how it improves radiation, how it improves surgery, how it reduces infectious load after surgery, how it improves healing, and it just became more and more relevant. All of your treatments, whether you do a vitamin C treatment, high dose vitamin C is 50 times increased with ozone prior to your treatment. So you do 2 weeks of ozone and then you have your vitamin C infusions and all of a sudden they work 50 times better. How can we not do that? So the more we studied, the more we became compliant. I started to do it religiously. Deborah did it. Even our boys, which are really not into those things, they started to do the treatment and it became logical. Why? Because education had overwritten the negative plans. And this is something you have to see. We all have preconceived memories that are, it's bad, it's dangerous, it's to do with smoke, it's to do with the sun and with cancer, and it's dangerous, and oxygen bottle shouldn't be at home, you need a fire extinguisher, if it falls over the house can explode, 1,000 things, right? So now you come along and say it's good for you. Okay, that won't keep the balance, right? So you start adding, but it also heals your gut. It will reduce this. And I just mentioned all the points. And as I do that and I slowly bring my values up and show how great it is, my fear levels go away. And I just need to reach that tipping point where it's a little bit more benefits than drawbacks, and it works. The client wants to buy, they want to use it, they want to start using it. And that's what happens to me, that happens to you. And then if you prove to yourself how it works, which was happening to me, I did it religiously for 8 weeks. My leaky gut was gone. My ulcerative colitis was gone. My erratic, explosive diarrhea was gone. You know, like my energy levels went through the roof. Before I looked up a mountain, was exhausted. Then I started to walk up. Then I started to run up. Now I go up and down and still feel energized afterwards and go back to work. I've reduced my time by half going up a mountain. I feel fantastic. I can swim 10 kilometers without being tired afterwards. All because I used or increased my oxygen utilization. And that's why I'm so fascinated about it. Also, my inflammation levels went down. All my arthritis is gone. I feel like reborn just because of doing this treatment religiously. So am I great advertisement? Yes, I am. And I feel happy about it. So it's easy to promote and to sell. And this is why knowledge is the key. And then you introduce your clients with very sophisticated training. Contraindications. Do you have a pacemaker? You're not supposed to use PMF, full stop. and be consistent, be hard with it. Don't say, maybe you could try, I hope you won't fall over. That's not a solution, right? Pacemaker, go to your doctor, talk to them whether your pacemaker is actually approved for something around 8,000 Gauss. Double the value of what your machine has. If you have a PMT 120 or digital, which produces 10,000 Gauss, well then say 20,000 Gauss. If it's safe, then come back with your doctor's approval that you can do PMF. The more you protect yourself, the more clients will cherish you and evaluate you. It really is. If you don't have self-value, they don't value you. So that's very important. And then side effects. If you use ozone, you might bloat up like a 6-month pregnant woman. So start slowly and gently. Already that will make them start slowly because nobody wants to be bloated. And it is something that I can introduce that they don't get scared of the treatment. They don't get shocked and never do it again. So slowly increase, educate, and then let them buy their own equipment to do the treatment. You can show it with yours, how it's done, show them how to fill up, how to fill the syringe, and then say, look, I can send you the kit directly to your home free of charge. We charge you $1,440. The device is shipped within the next same day. It arrives usually in 3 or 4 days, and then you can start the treatment. If you would like to come, we have a training session with many clients, then and then. And that's it. And then the client does the treatment and you are completely legally safe. No problem. I get away with teaching thousands of people on YouTube. Some of our ozone videos have 15,000 views, 20,000, 30,000 views, and they're practiced. And we have no problem. So don't go and do illegal things just to earn $50. Wrong approach. Do it the right way and you will see it makes it a lot easier. And like I said before, I won't go too much detail here. Sales arguments are always important proof. Research study, pictures from before and after, all of those things make a massive difference. And the more you present, the more certainty you give the client, the more compliance you will reach with them. Be honest, it takes many treatments, and explain it. This is health, this is you. You're out here, you're so far away, and we need to bring you slowly in. So if you start feeling better, it could be because we reduce your inflammation, then we reduce your infectious load, then we do this, then we make your blood better, and then we create better red blood cells. But it all takes time, and healing is not an event. You don't move someone from here to here with 2 or 3 treatments. You start the process, and it's a process, and that's what the patient needs to comply with, and that's what you need to make clear. It creates actually reciprocity. I was in the beginning hesitant too, and I admit that. I always thought, oh, if I tell them they need to do it 50 times before it works, they go, I've never done to do that. Now I can, because I experienced it myself, and I tell them, look, you can pay $100 per treatment and do 50. That's a lot more investment than if you buy the equipment yourself and do it. And I teach you how to do it. So get the equipment and then we'll do the treatment. And that's how you stay safe. The client gets better results. You get more reciprocity and gratitude, and therefore they will refer clients to you. And sales go on. I had one client, it was actually a nurse who was treating lots of clients for peripheral neuropathy and open legs and wounds. And she was having such great results with her mother that she started to tell it everybody in her hospice and clinic. And all of a sudden I had more and more sales coming from her. And that's what you can create too for yourself. By having one happy client, you will get many, many more. All right? And then this is more or less just a setup. Empower your clients, which I believe is what we as a coach need to do. Cancer is a lifelong journey. An infectious disease, as you know, if you have an infection, EBV virus or anything, you have it for life. You can bring your immune system so far up that the virus will never be relevant. That's HIV, that's EBV, that's anything, Lyme disease. You can bring your immune system so strong and create an environment, a milieu in your body that virus will never, or bacteria will never have grab a hold. Same with cancer. There's people who have cancer, like Chris Carr has liver cancer, but she has it now since 20 years because she keeps her immune system and her overall health so strong that has no chance. Now, if she slacks out, stops treatments, stops eating healthy food, that will drop and the cancer will come back. And that's the same with all. If I make that clear to my clients, I create more education, more compliance, more encouragement, more community gatherings, more education programs. I involve them into my program. I impart them into my training. That's how I create a community that refers me to everyone else because they realize how it works. So link their problem to the therapy, which is another important point. You realize I have ozone funnel and it is for leaky gut, then one for cancer, then one for infectious disease, then one for da-da-da. Because everybody doesn't look for anything else. They want their problem fixed. So that's how you drag those people in. And when we go back to the slides, which I had before, I show you how to create that, how to set up certain funnels for a particular group of people. Because if you get those, then that works for them. If you speak about, other diseases, they get confused and then they drop out. Very important. List all the benefits, we talked about that. I need 50 benefits to be convinced. Teach them how to do it safely themselves. Education, empower. I give you the power to heal yourself. And be proud of that. And that's what you can charge money for. Earn money with each referral, with each sale. You have your own coupon code. Use it, buy the equipment, ship to the client. They pay you. You have the money first. Then you pay me the reduced fee, 20% discount. And it's shipped to your client. How cool is that? That's how I earn all my money. I have all my products are shipped from the company to the client. I sell it. So they pay me full price and then the company charges me 20% discount. Wow, it's a phenomenal income stream that you can set up in just the same way. And earn money with each referral, monitor progress and care, which is how you maintain clients. Really look after them, be on the phone, be available, have a call day where they can call, have an open question day. I'm starting to do that more and more, and with every bit I incorporate into my program, I have more sales, more clients, more respect. So it's just a process, and maintain good support. And that's pretty much it for today. So let me just go back very short and show you what we start with next week. We go through how to set up your website. What are the main key points that you have to have on the website? I will show you how we do that. And then if we look at education funnels, you need to pick which one you like to have first. Which is your passion? Do you want to go for infectious diseases? That's your main thing and you had your own experience and you love it. Then start with that. If you have digestive problems, leaky gut, ulcerative colitis, then that's the funnel that you want to start. You will over time probably do more than one because every funnel is automatic income stream without you working. I can go away for 4 weeks and still have money coming in because I drive traffic to that funnel. People go through the funnel, they learn. Like I said before, I add benefit, 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 benefit. Oh, now I buy. Usually after the 10th email, they start considering to buy. And those who don't buy at the 10th, they buy at the 15th when we have a group discount. Woo! And that's when they join in. This is a simple setup, and I will teach you how to do that in these coming videos. And that replaces our individual calls because they're just talking about the same thing over and over and over again. And I realize we all want the same thing. Income stream that is working on its own without you doing the hard lifting. And we want to have a coaching clientele that we can work with, which is selected, which is primed, which is educated, and that is fun to work with. All right? See you in the next video when we start exploring this mind map and really open it up into all the different aspects that you can prepare now and work for the next 5 to 10 years on automatic modus. See you soon.